Yes, a number of ministers of state and members from the ruling National Democratic Congress have appended their signatures to a petition to President Mahama to get the Montie host and panelist out from prison. Now, the move is to ensure that the president uses his prerogative of mercy as stated in Article 72 of the 1992 Constitution to pardon the 3 convicts. But governance expert and political economist Dr. Eric Odosai says per the Constitution, the president will have to consult with the Council of State and only after the convicts have served not less than half of their sentence.
72 of the 1992 Constitution grants the President of the Republic the power to pardon convicted persons in appropriate circumstances. Article 72 states that the power granted the President by the framers of the Constitution is a discretionary one consistent with Article 296. Article 296 of the same Constitution clearly spells out how the discretionary power can be exercised by public officials, adding, discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid, not arbitrariness. Governance expert Dr. Odosai suggests this function cannot be exercised with the intent of rendering the effect of a decision of a competent court of jurisdiction inoperative.
If the offense had been committed against any other individual, not directly belonging to any of the 3 arms of government, the president could have come in to say that, look, I'm going to exercise my powers of prerogative of mercy under Article 72. But in this instance, it is against the judiciary. And not only the judiciary, the name of her ladyship, the Chief Justice, was mentioned.
Dr. Sai insisted there must be cogent grounds for a pardon, which includes humanitarian grounds arising out of a convict's health status.
Some of the circumstances may include those incarcerated should have been served 50% in certain cases or half of their sentence and should have shown signs of repentance. Then the Prisons Service Council would make a recommendation to His Excellency the President. Then the President would exercise his powers of prerogative of mercy. In this instance, they have just begun serving the sentence. We are putting pressure on the President.
Dr. Sai says the framers of the 1992 Constitution place fetters on the President's power under Article 72 by requiring an advice from the Council of State.
I would have advised the people who are petitioning the President to rather petition Council of State. It is within their right to write those petitions. But I think we should respect the difference between government and political parties.
Managers of Montie FM have opened the book to solicit signatures of members of the public and sympathizers to back the petition to get the trio not to serve the 4 months custodial sentence imposed on them by the Supreme Court. A number of ministers of state and members from the ruling National Democratic Congress have appended their signatures to support the proposition. The leadership of the NDC also supports the action.